Hi everyone, over to you, John.
Thank you. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to Product Information Management and DAM. If you are looking for the role DAM plays in delivering value and growth at the heart of the business, that's not this one. That's going to be on track one, but I think you want to be here for this one. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started. We are going to have about 5 minutes at the end for some questions. So just as a reminder, go to the right-hand side in that Q&A box at any point throughout the session and start typing your questions, and I'll be monitoring those as we go. And without further ado, I would like to introduce you to our presenter, Sichang Zhou from L'Oreal. Over to you.
Thank you, John. Hello, everyone. So thanks for having me. So this is Sichang. Today, we are going deep dive into the PIM and DAM solution for the CPG industry and APAC. So first, let me introduce a bit about myself. So my name is Sichang. I'm working in Shanghai, currently taking the role as L'Oreal content automation program lead. So in my 16 years of the professional experience, so most of them about digital, such as digital marketing, e-commerce, digital CRM, and digital media. So before joining L'Oreal, I had been also working in a consulting and also digital agency. So the people and the consumer behaviors in the digital age are always the most interesting subject to me. There are two very important things about my outside of my cyber life. One is about bike too. So whenever there's a chance, I would love to exploring the world on my bike. So this is a picture I took in Japan, Fuji mountain. So I was riding up to the mountaintop. So I really, it was a really nice experience. I recommend all the bike lovers should do that once in their life. Another important thing in my life is about I'm an amateur boxer. So I started boxing training like 5 or 6 years ago, and 2 or 3 years back, I'm starting to fight some semi-professional match. I'm not a very violent guy, but boxing gave me a very personal experience and emotion. Like how would you conquer difficulty? Like how would you facing challenge? How would you facing fear? How would you try to survive from the danger? So as you can see, that I'm this type of person that love adventure and challenge, but at the same time, I try to stay loyal to the digital world. About today, so I believe this morning you probably already had a lot of fruitful session about how DAM were running. Unlike the other speaker of this session will be very focused on the business topic. So it's instead of IT, because my background is very business driven, and also I try to cut off all the figure and the number, so try to make it as less boring as possible. So the second of all, it's very personal. So it's about my personal experience in APAC. So there's a lot of my personal opinions. So if you agree or disagree of my point of view, please leave the message in the chat box, or you can even text me with my LinkedIn account. So I try to answer them. So the third is it will be really about the CPG industry, and also we're very focused in that industry. So sorry again, because of my background. So but again, I try to make it as less boring as possible. So when we go deep dive to the PIM DAM solution itself, so let's look at our continent and and what story means to our people. So in Asia, we all love story. So the story creates the most of the religion in the world, and it's also connecting our culture and the tradition from generation to generation. It's also form us to make us become who we are, and connecting our family. And we do believe the power of the story. right? So all the people in Asia are fascinated about story. So that explains every time I try to let my kid do something or not to do something, I always start with, hey, son, let me tell you a story. It works every time. And he knows there's will be something coming. So yeah, so to any marketer or the people who own the company or brand, to build a brand, it works the same way as you're telling a story. So so first of all, you need to build the brand with a lot of layer, and also from concept to its value. And you need the story, or here we call it content, works as a black vessel to bring it to life. It's connect people's life, and also it's engaged with the people and consumer with many from the many communication touch point. So from this engagement, it will formalize the brand value and the concept and to people's mind. So in the marketing language, we call it seeding or planting the concept to the consumer. So this process, So this process will circle around, will circle many rounds until your brands become until your brands become very well known in the market, and it costs significant amount of money by creating and spreading this content. And to manage them well, it's not really an easy task, especially if you're running a global company or organization. So that's why the PIM and DAM solution come to the picture. And to build a solution well, there are several main requirements and you need to consider. So one is about the accuracy, and the second about ways of working, and the speed to the market. So let's start with the accuracy. So in the company or in a big organization, the accuracy means what is the source of the truth. So the integrity of your brand's elements can reinforce the impression to your consumer, and also all the product data, information, a picture or picture or slogan or description, and or benefit, and they also need to be accurate, and the consistency of this impression can be adapted to like many channels and also media. So this is basically how the brand works. So we all trust that information that can be repeatable. So from country to different region, this kind of user experience or like consumer engagement of your brand, and it need to be also very aligned, because of your consumer are moving, they are traveling and with a brand, and also they are in the many markets. So all of these are the really foundation to let the people to starting to trust your story. So about the collaboration, so it's never easy task, especially for the international brand. So the complexity comes to two parts. So from the internal, and it coming to your many your departments, and also they even maybe speak they have a different ways of working, and also they have a different definition of what is a source of truth, and also they even like speak in a different language, and also sitting in the different countries. So and the external part, the external complexity is about your market. So because if you run a global company, you know that there's gonna be many communication channel, and also different customer you need to manage. So you must find tools that can centralize all the data, and also stabilize and stabilize the ways of working, and integrate them into all the channels that your consumers are. The last thing is about speed. So the business world is like a form of sports. So speed is a must, because every day you are competing with opponents. You are fighting for survive. So in the old day, you can take your time to develop and launch a product. And it may take all the process by creating by iteration, design, mock-up, testing, and like manufacturing and marketing, and then in the end you put them to the market. But nowadays, and because your consumer and the market cannot wait, so they don't have the patience. So the agile approach are more and more common. So from the iteration to test to run to tracking and to next iteration, and are impacting the way of the working and the collaboration. So the content development process need to be adapted by ourselves and our agencies. So because our product design process has been speed up, so so does our content development process. So as a COVID vaccine as an example, right? So previously would take like many years to develop the vaccine, but now you see 2 years. So the vaccine is for the first shot of the vaccine is there. So maybe it's not really a good example because I'm not coming from the medical background, but as you can see, the world is become more and more agile. So yeah, so above all above are the some core value of the PIM and DAM solution for the company and for the big organization. And there are several reasons why global global company needs the content automation program to win the market. But from a digital person, I think PIM and DAM in Asia can do more than that. So for all the PIM and solution provider that want to enter this market, and here are a few tips or direction you may think about. So first direction is about how do you gonna serve the big company or brands like L'Oreal. So first of all, you may need to think about how to design an SOP and how to improve the efficiency to save save the labor cost, because that probably will be the most common question you've been challenged why we need a PIM DAM in our organization. And the second is you need to more focus on the consumer of your client. So this like how the ways they are engaged with the brands, and how the ways the brands can influence them, and how the ways to interact with them well to win more trust. And the third is the third one is more, you need to more focus on the like where are your consumers, where the client's consumer are, like from different channels, social media or video or live stream or other marketplace. The second tips is how to serve the agency or creative house, because I also been like a creative agency for many years. So in that case, you may need to be more focused on the quality of the assets and also the systems user experience as to the assets contributor, like how to make them more easy to share, and how to do the version control, how to do the bug editing, and a lot of automation work, and etc. So the next thing is also more focused on IP rights management or the legal rights or government's compliance, like because you have a different model, contractor, and also a lot of other like agency, photographer, like you need to manage. And also you may also need to more focus on how to scale up with the multiple brands, because your clients probably will have the very diversity brands that can be explored, and also they are kind of running this kind of multiple brands in their organization. So I think Adobe probably, if you want to raise a good example, I think Adobe probably is a very good example that's manage all the high quality assets, and also manage all the legal compliance, and also all the brands for different agency. So the last point is about how do you gonna put more focus on the channel and also marketplace. So first of all, you may need to be more focused on what type of content that your application is supporting to, and also integration and also building the relationship with a big player in Asia is very important, because you know that in China, in Asia, basically, we don't have a many big players. So in China, it's Alibaba and Tencent and ByteDance, and in Japan, Korea, it could be Amazon, Rakuten, Yahoo. In South APAC, it could be Lazada, Shopee. Right, so, but interesting enough, they are also owned by Alibaba and Tencent. So you may need to understand the full ecosystem and also of the marketplace, and also build the relationship with this like a big player. So also one of the good example is in Australia, and there's a company called SkillVantage that they really focus into this kind of marketplace integration, and also they build also all the online and offline and also omni-channel data integration with many like Australia and New Zealand marketplace. So so today I prepared 2 case study. So one case study is about Already. So, and because like Already basically is a German grocery store entering China markets after COVID, which is very like a difficult time, especially for the international company. And also supermarket or retail industry in China, it probably is the most challenged one in the world, because a lot of like a global big player like Walmart, like Carrefour, they are not really doing well, but Already grows really fast after COVID. So in the 2017, they opened their first e-commerce store in Tmall, and 2019 they opened their first store in Shanghai, physical store, and then now it's 11 stores in total. And in the 2020, they even opened their WeChat mini app, and now they are fully blended in the China, like different kind of service ecosystem, and also they enable this kind of service like delivery, ordering, online ordering, and also online buy, and all of these kind of applications. So I think the reason they're so successful is, one is because they have a very clear strategy to before they enter in China, they have a very clear strategy to win the market from business to IT. So all the strategy are very aligned. And the second of all is because like they have a very mature foundation as a PIM solution of PIM for retail solution. So which allow them like explaining and like scaling up, and also integrate with the local solution so efficient and so quickly. So my next case study is about projects I run like 3 or 4 years back in the APAC, South Asia. Also, it's because before the COVID. So in the 2018, so we decided to own the e-commerce store in South APAC. And the major platform we want to own is the Lazada and the Shopee, which I mentioned that these 2 stores are owned also by Alibaba and Tencent. So back from them, so we want to build up our direct to consumer solution. So as for brand, to like telling the story and interact with your consumer on the right channel are so critical. So we started the project in 2019 and focus on the data, content, and service. So according to the public report, so we have a huge sales jump from 2018 to 2019, and also it's from 7,405 million euro to 9,000 something, and in the 2020, although the jump is not that much because of the COVID. Because if you're looking at other like building industry reports, to maintain the increase in the COVID time is already very difficult. So we still think it is a success compared to our competitor. And because like one of the observation is with the same amount of the media investment and also traffic and consumer visits, and the conversion contributes a lot of sales and to this growth. So yeah, because of some of the confidential reason, I cannot share you a lot of detail. But the whole idea it was to centralize the data management and also the content management in a one place, and also define the right touch point, and that we gonna send our source of truth to. So it takes a lot of work and to design and also build up the foundation. But once the basement is solid, so it will very, very easy to scale it up. Yeah, so last but not least, just some of the my personal thinking and thoughts in the COVID lockdown. As you can see that I'm still in the lockdown, Shanghai is still in the lockdown. So just some thoughts. So the digital age are continuously expanding and evolving. So the form of the story will keep on changing, from books to museum, TV, social media, and in the future it might be NFT and blockchain. But one thing will not change as a human being. So we are always fascinated about story, because it's bridging our real life and the dream of the better world. So that's why we are all enjoy listen and to telling a story. So and the true power of the story is that it's connect people, and it make ourselves stronger. So okay, so that's it. So thanks for listening to my story, and now it's time for the question.
Thank you, Sichang. That was excellent. That quote.
Thank you.
And I'm going to quote you: "The form of the story keeps changing." I think we all need to recognize that. And the example you gave there of NFTs, and for those of you who may not know what that is, that's a non-fungible token. I know that sounds funny, but it is a real thing, and the story has changed, and it is changing. You know, we used to have graphics, we used to have print. Now we have different types of print. We have billboards, we have social media, and the story does keep changing. So that was an excellent point. So very well done on that. Oh boy, you've got a whole bunch of questions here, and we've got about 6-7 minutes-ish, so we'll try to get them going here. DAM and PIM, or is it PIM and DAM? Who goes first? Good question.
Yeah, good question. It depends. My answer is it depends what kind of what type of your company or what type of organization are, and what type of business model are, right? So basically PIN is more about the product. So first of all, you need to have a product, and also you want to push into the market, and then you have a PIN. So for them, it's more about media. It's more about content, like rich content. So it really depends on your business model. You want to push in the media, or maybe you want to push in the content first to the market, or you want to launch the product first. So and I think it really depends on what type of brands or what type of organization you've been working. So yeah, so I think that's it's a more open answer for you.
Sichang, if you stop sharing your presentation, if you can just stop it, then you can see, everyone can see you more on the screen.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. The next question from Anonymous. Well done, Anonymous. Do you have any advice to developing an effective DAM PIM integration and business process to serve e-commerce in APAC?
I think
that's a great question.
Yeah, it's totally great question. I think that's I think I've been working in this topic for already 2 or 3 years. So, and the PIM and DAM need to be integrated together. And if you are a company want to taking the content as a whole, right? So you don't want to manage all the product master here and also your marketing content in a different place. You want to integrate them together, and also you call it content, right? So and PIM and DAM, in my point of view, for the like CPG industry, and the PIM and DAM need to be integrated, and also need to be look as a whole, and also put into the different type of the touch point.
Good question and good answer. That's really good. This is also from Anonymous. We have lots of good Anonymous today. Would you be able to share how the global PIM is different from the country PIM? And then what is the benefit of such an architecture? So global PIM, country PIM, what is the difference?
Yeah. I think that's also a very good question, because if you're a global company, you have a different product catalog in a different region and different country. So normally, because there's some variation, right? So from when you production, when you try to adapt to the market, when you want to creating this variation, so that's actually depends on how you define your master product catalog and also your country product catalog, and what's the relationship between them. So, and I think you may need to think to design this carefully, because because you need to find a place to got the source of truth. Is that in your global PIM, or it's in a country PIM? And you need to figure that out like before you're starting to design the approach of the global PIM and the country PIM.
Good, that's good. What is and then the follow-up is, what's the benefit of that architecture? Is there a benefit to that? Yes or no? There must be a benefit to having a global and then a country.
Yeah, because from the global point of view, you have an easy, or you have a very straight way to managing all the content, all the products detail, right? But because in a country, sometimes if you put a lot of control in a country, and you might lose some of the control, right? So and also from the global point of view, you want to have like one very clean view and a dashboard, like what's your like a performance of the product in each of the market. But on the other hand, if you put in too many control, on the other hand, your country might just do whatever they want to do, and that you will lose this kind of sort of like a control from the business point of view. So I think my point of view is you need to find the balance. So on one hand, you need to control all the like master data, but on the other hand, you will need to leave the country some of the freedom to let them do their own work, and also because they understand better about their market.
I'm glad you mentioned master data, because another question here is, you showed MDM on one of your slides. When do I know I need an MDM? So again, MDM stands for master data management. So the question is, when do I know if I need MDM? Good question.
Yeah. So totally, I think it's also depends on the company, right? From company to company is different. So in L'Oreal, we have a lot of factory. Our factory, we're using the tools, and when they are creating or when they are develop a product, so they have this the first hand of the source of the truth. But this data cannot be direct used, cannot be direct applied to all the market, because there's a lot of science language there, and the consumer won't understand, right? This kind of data need to be enriched, and also need to be translated to the market that understand. So that's why we need to have this kind of MDM. It's really depends. And if your product is not that, it's very straightforward. Probably you don't need the MDM in the first place, right? So you may need to just using PIM to manage everything. But if you are if the products need to be created and need to be manufactured by your factory, and also they are probably using other data system or other details, so you may need to connect both your PIM and also your MDM.
I think that as we get as we evolve our dams, sometimes we need a PIM, sometimes we don't, but I know a lot of people in the feedback that we're seeing here are saying they've learned a lot. So thank you very much. Sichang, please everyone join me in thanking you for your thought leadership. All the best to you. If you are on lockdown, all the best. Please be healthy during this time. And then on behalf of everyone here at Henry Stewart, thank you for attending DAM Asia Pacific in 2022. Just a reminder that the session recordings from today's event are now accessible in your agenda tab. So go over there and find the sessions. And it's not too late to catch up with our event sponsors in the exhibition tab. So be sure to head over there and ask your good questions for them. And again, thanks to everyone for joining us today and to our event sponsors for such an excellent event. We look forward to seeing you again virtually and in person. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.